Hello? Hello?
I've been delivering food in LA for 6 years, but last night was the first time I delivered to someone who wasn't alive. The order was weird. No name, no photo, and the address, an apartment that burned down a decade ago. I was about to cancel, but the app forced my navigation to start. The closer I drove, the colder the night felt. The building was still abandoned, windows black, walls charred, except for one flickering light in the hallway. I stepped inside, and a door slowly creaked open. A voice whispered, "You're late." My map started glitching, a red dot moving behind me. When I turned, I saw a man-shaped shadow, holding an old delivery bag melted into his hand. He stepped closer. "It's your shift now." My bag vanished. A new order popped up. Same name, same burned down address. But this time, the profile picture was me. Every winter, Lake Superior's edge turns silent. Too silent. I reached the old campground expecting snow, but instead found ice, shaped like people. Frozen figures stood around abandoned tents, perfectly preserved, as if captured mid-breath. My flashlight flickered as I stepped closer, noticing horror in their crystal eyes, reflections of something behind me. The air tightened, freezing my breath mid-exhale. The ground trembled, soft cracks echoing like whispers under the ice. Then I realized the truth. These weren't statues. They were campers, trapped alive in a moment they could never escape. As the cold crawled up my legs, the frozen shapes slowly turned their heads toward me, and in their glassy faces, I saw my own reflection forming. It was past midnight when I saw the bus, a faded, numberless vehicle rolling toward me on an empty highway. I was stranded, desperate, cold, and the moment its doors hissed open, I knew something felt wrong. Inside, the passengers sat unnaturally still, their faces pale, eyes hollow, staring straight ahead as if trapped in a trance. The driver never spoke, never blinked, just watched me through the mirror, with a grin too wide for any human. As the bus began moving, the world outside the windows twisted into darkness, swallowing the road, the sky, everything. One by one, the passengers turned their heads toward me, every bone cracking as if they hadn't moved in decades. That's when I realized this wasn't public transit. It was a vessel for the lost, the desperate, the forgotten. And the moment I stepped inside, I became one of them. Deep in the New Orleans bayou, where the fog never sleeps, I found an old stone angel statue standing alone near the swamp's edge. Locals said it never stayed in the same place twice. I didn't believe them, until midnight came. At the first flicker of moonlight, the angel's head tilted toward me, its stone eyes dripping with swamp water. I stepped back, and that's when I saw them. Muddy footprints leading straight from the water to my cabin door. Every time I blinked, the statue shifted. Closer, closer, its wings spreading wider, its arms slowly reaching forward. The air grew heavy, the shadows trembled, and the ground beneath me shook. Then the lantern light went out, and in the darkness, I heard it breathing behind me. They say statues don't walk, but out here in the bayou, after midnight, some things don't stay carved in stone. When I found the antique mirror inside that abandoned house in New Orleans, I thought it was just a beautiful relic. But the moment I touched the frame, The glass rippled, like it was breathing. That night, my reflection didn't copy me. It stared at me, smiling, a second longer than I moved. Then the mirror began showing my family, lying lifeless on our living room floor, their eyes open, frozen in terror. I ran to check on them, but they were perfectly alive, confused, worried. But when I returned to my room, the mirror showed something worse. Me, dead. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind me. The reflection pressed its hands on the inside of the glass, begging to switch places. And as the lights flickered, I realized the truth. The mirror doesn't show the future. It decides it.